Dexter Lawrence has fired back at Carl Banks. This comes after Banks said that nobody respects you. Too sexy, Dexy. Get your popcorn ready, because this one is going to be interesting. Also, we have a loaded injury report to discuss here on the program, and it is not good news for your New York Football Giants. Before we do that, though, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We are almost at the next milestone of 96,000 subscribers on our road to 100K. I need 404 people right now to go down and hit that big red sub button. You are watching New York Giants Now by Chat Sports, and I am your host, Marshall Green. We did a video, I believe yesterday, on the channel where Carl Banks, on his podcast, Believe in Giants with Bob Papa, said that nobody respects Dexter Lawrence anymore. And now Dexter Lawrence had his opportunity to speak to the media, and he did not hold back, explaining how he felt and what he had to say about Mr. Carl Banks. This is what Banks said yesterday. I want to re-jog everyone's memory. Dexter Lawrence, nobody respects you anymore. Nobody. Your opponents do not. The pre-injury Dexter is not there in their heads. They don't respect you. And there's a difference. You're on the field. They're blocking you with a 9-year backup center, talking about the Philadelphia Eagles. You're not making a difference. The old Dexter would, okay? There are a lot of things that go into your performance. Only you know what they are. Whether you're still recovering or not, I'm just telling you now, I'm looking at enough tape to know that your opponents don't respect you. Not like they used to. And here's the thing. When Darius Alexander gets in the game, when Roy Robertson Harris gets in the game, and they substitute for you, those guys, DJ Davidson, those guys are making plays against the same guys that are blocking you. I'm just going to say this again. I don't know the circumstances. It's time for you, though, to start expecting more of yourself. I don't know if you're injured. I don't know if you fully recovered. But it's time to start asking more of yourself, because they don't respect you. Yeah. So that was Carl Banks talking about Dexter Lawrence. And now Dexter Lawrence has finally got his opportunity. And he said, quote, when asked about Carl Banks, he said, he is delusional. I think that is pretty telling about how Dexter feels about Banks' comments on his play. He's delusional. This was the full quote. Yeah, those were strong words. But if that's how he feels, then F it. He's delusional. Sheesh. This shouldn't be happening. We shouldn't be here talking about this, but it is what it is. I don't necessarily... Was Carl strong in his words? Yes. I think I could just say this for Carl. Dexter Lawrence is not living up to the expectations that he had previously set for himself by the play on the football field. And he voiced that. He is allowed to voice that, as he is should be Pro Football Hall of Famer and one of the best people to ever wear a New York Giants helmet. But man, Dexter Lawrence clearly did not like that. Look, I hope this just turns into a motivated Dexter Lawrence this week. That's what we need. We've talked time and time again. This is the week. Now this is the week. Now this is the week that Dexter Lawrence gets back to playing sexy, Dexy football. So hopefully he's motivated and he has a fire lit under his butt. And what a great opportunity against one of the worst interior offensive lines in the National Football League that the 49ers have. They're not good at left guard, center, or right guard. They have two good bookend tackles. Trent Williams, one of the best to ever play the left tackle position, but they're a little beat up at interior O-line, and Dexter Lawrence should be able to manhandle the three people that are attempting to block him. I don't care if it's a double team. You've made your name and you've made your hay off of beating double teams. So go put the work in, and let's all move past this at this point. show Dexter Lawrence some love. Type those 97s down in the comment section. I'm always going to ride with Dexter Lawrence. I don't really think Carl said anything that wasn't true. Some of the words he used were strong, but if he feels that way, I'm going to listen to him when he's watching the tape, and I don't think Dexter Lawrence has been all that good either this year. I don't know if the way to say it, though, is that nobody respects you. He's still the highest double-teamed player in the National Football League. Coming up next, some bad injury news for the New York Giants. Sounds like they could be thin once again at the DB spot. Before we dive into that, though, I got to tell you guys about our proud sponsor of today's video, and that is PrizePicks, the #1 fantasy sports app in America. Check them out. They've got an awesome deal going on as well. When you use that promo code CLNS, you're going to get an awesome deal. I'll make sure all that information is clickable down in the comments and description. Play your first $5 lineup, and you're going to get $50 in lineups ASAP. You don't even have to win. Shout out to PrizePicks. Use that promo code CLNS. Play your first $5 lineup and get $50 when you do. All you do is create a lineup of 2 to 6 players, and you simply pick more or less on the projected stat line that PrizePicks offers. I'm going with a 2-player lineup for this week's games. Give me the more on Jackson Dart's passing yards, and give me the more on Drake May passing yards. If I get both of these picks correct, I can 3x my entry fee. And you can do the same at prizepicks.com/CLNS. So download the app, create an account, use that promo code CLNS, play your first $5 lineup, and get $50 in lineups. PrizePicks, it's good to be right. All right, the injury report for the New York Giants here. It is a long one, and there are names of players that are starters on both sides of the ball that did not participate in Wednesday's practice. Here were the names. Paulson Adebo, still dealing with a knee injury. Did not play last week, did not practice today, and I don't think it's a good sign that he's going to play on Sunday. Daniel Bellinger did not practice after he left the game on Sunday with a neck injury. Jermaine Eluemunor, remember, he missed the final drive of that second quarter, and they're calling it a pec injury. I believe I saw on Twitter, Jermaine told Dan Duggan he's going to play, but the injuries are starting to stack up. Cor'Dale Flott did not participate. He is in the concussion protocol after being punched by his teammate Bobby Okereke in the football game. Once again, Chauncey Golston still not practicing. Is he ever going to practice or play for this team? Art Green is not practicing. Jalen Hyatt had his wisdom teeth, I believe, bothering him today, and Greg Van Roten a rest day. So you have 3 corners that did not participate in practice on Thursday. You already are not good at the corner spot, and if you're going to be down Paulson Adebo and you're going to be down Cor'Dale Flott, you are going to be in trouble this week. And the Niners receivers, they're not even really that good. Players that were limited, I guess some good news. Javon Holland went from out to limited. He was doubtful last week, did not play, but it sounds like he might be on the right track as Bo Collins and Chris Manhertz join him on the limited injury report. I would probably expect all 3 of these guys to end up playing. Rico Payton for the New York Giants was a full participant at practice, and it sounds like he could be coming off of injured reserve. Remember, the New York Giants claimed Payton earlier in the season following roster cutdown day when he was released by the New Orleans Saints. He is a cornerback. Played in 16 games for the Saints last year, but he is primarily a special teams player as he only played in 243 special team snaps last year, and he only played in 22 defensive snaps last year, 13 in coverage and 9 against the run. So on the surface, you're like, well, the Giants are going to beat up at corner. They're going to be getting a corner back potentially. You're really getting a special teams guy back. And that's who you signed yesterday as well. And Bernard Converse, who we did a video on, the Giants adding in some new corners to this roster. They brought in Corey Black to the practice squad last week. Bernard Converse is on the active roster. And now Rico Payton could be coming off IR, and he could be going to the active roster. And if he does, there will need to be another move made via someone being released. The Giants still have to see what they're going to do with little Jordan Humphrey. So more roster moves are going to be coming this week. But with Paulson Adebo, Cor'Dale Flott, and Art Green all a little bit banged up right now, the Giants are in a bad spot at the cornerback position. Make sure you are following me on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram at @MarshallGreen_.